father-son Kamehameha, or is it going to have Goku and Cell fighting?
Hmm.
But
I think it would likely be that could go either way. It can either be Gohan and perfect cell fighting, or I personally hope if they go with the description of one of the older sets, which was Goku and Gohan and a father-son Kamehameha. That would definitely be fun to see.
yeah, I was actually so happy when they had that set. That party looked like that was Gohan and Cell, Gohan and Goku like that. I was like, that's an awesome set. Fuck yes. Because if you watch the season sets, you would know that they never had Gohan on the cover. So
Yeah. You talking about for Funimation,
yeah, Funimation.
the orange box sets?
Yeah, Funimation never had Gohan on the cover, which was kind of insulting.
Well, yeah, like oh yeah, for the Cell Saga part. I mean, the season. I think it was season 6.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it was Super Saiyan
Goku.
1 Goku. Yeah, like the Cell Saga was mainly themed on Gohan going from uh, both surpassing his father and in some way coming into manhood, so to speak. I mean, growing up a bit because he lost his father and he had to avenge his father's death because he didn't step in and stop Cell when he had the chance, and Goku had to sacrifice himself from the
Yeah.
Earth being destroyed, and then in the whole debate with Kai, which I brought this up to you earlier before the podcast, but this is something that would be rather interesting. That on the PlayStation Home, I was going through clubs to try to join to socialize through chats, and I just searched Dragon Ball, and I came across a club that said Dragon Ball Club. Like, okay, this sounds interesting. I sent it in an invite to try to join, and I got a message the other day basically asking a trivia question, to, I guess, what's the word? Inauguration, or, basically prove that you're worthy to be accepted in. And the question was, what saga was it that Krillin destroyed the device that would have deactivated Android 18? And my first response was, well, it depends on the saga. The brand. I mean, if you're going by Funimation, it would be the Perfect Cell Saga. If you're going by Kai, it would just be Cell Saga. And he responded back asking the same question to me, the Krillin question, and like, I told you, Perfect Cell Saga. Because I knew what he was getting at. He didn't want to go with a multiple answer. So when I answered back with just that, he responded back with, you're correct, welcome to the club. Oh, by the way, I hate Kai. And that made me facepalm. I'm like, really? You hate Kai? Can you tell me why? He didn't answer. And I told him, well, the reason why I like Kai is because, well, one, there's little to no filler. It's better scripted, better animated. The color scheme is better. And it's more faithful to the manga. And that I brought up to him that basically, if he wasn't aware, that the Buu Saga is mostly filler, and that's why there is no Buu Saga for the Kai version, which I'm hoping that they reanimate. Like, the reason why there's been a brief mention that there might be a Buu Saga is that I'm hoping that they're basically just going to reanimate, similar to the intros and outros to the show. They're taking their time to do individual episodes based on the manga. Because if they tried to recut it to basically make it more faithful to the manga, then there would be very little episodes. I mean, a good chunk of it would be left out, and there wouldn't be enough episodes to do a season. So I basically responded back to the guy saying, "Well, since you hate Kai, remove me from the list because you're not a real fan." And I responded back to him with that, saying, "Don't tell me you're a Ocean Dub fan." And he responded back to me saying, "Actually, Pioneer Funimation Dub." And I I answered back saying, "Translation: You're an Ocean Dub fan, boy." And I went into a long description saying that he's holding on to nostalgia, and his basically, he said, "Well, what's wrong with being nostalgic?"
Everything.
Yeah. I told him that this guy, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was Doug. No, wait, scratch that. It could be Doug because, well, we all know Doug doesn't own a PS3. So that removes Doug there from that. But this guy is so much like Doug. Oh my God. I mean, he's like, "Well, fine, I'll expel you." Thank you. And that's basically it. I mean, I want to socialize the Dragon Ball fans, but hey, if you're going to hate on Kai, no. I mean, there can be a disagreement on it, but to not recognize, the good qualities for it, so I'm like, screw that. As soon as I purchase myself a PSN card, I'm going to create another group. I already had a PlayStation Home group I created several years ago, similar, on Star Wars, which was the Jedi Council Club back in, I think, 2009. But hey, I'm gonna create a Dragon Ball Kai club for PlayStation Home. So if anyone's got PlayStation 3, just look up Clovis Forever 89, and it will message me and look up something along the lines of Dragon Ball Kai. Within a week or so, I'll have it created.
All right. Well, anyways, I think we're going to wrap this up now. All right. Anyways, you've been listening to the Ash and Manoftomorrow and Save Anime podcast. We will see you later. Good night.
Good night, everyone.